Good morning, good afternoon, good day, everyone. My name is Krista, and you are watching Heart to Heart. Our subject today is sometimes you just know there's something more out there for you. Well, we are here to tell you you're right. Let's go to the girls and see what they have to say about this subject. I'm going to go backwards this time and go to Pam. Pam, you start us off.
Good morning, everyone. Sometimes you know there's something more. Yes. For years, well, ever since I got out of high school, I have bounced from job to job. I was even an owner of a brick and mortar business, believe it or not. Quite the experience. But when you find that nothing touches your soul, nothing gives you what you really want, you keep looking. And one day, when my husband was called away from his fishing enterprise because that was going downhill too, he got called away to the oil rigs. And I was sit scrolling, worrying about where the next paycheck was coming from for me because I knew he could take care of us, but it wasn't going to be enough. And when I was scrolling, I was praying. And lo and behold, this ad came across my screen. I had an aha moment because I could see that this person was making a living and a good living from working online. And I said, well, how come I haven't seen this before? And as soon as he called home from the rig, I said to him, I said, I found something. He said, you did. He said, you've said this before. I said, I know, but this is it. That was the time when I decided that I was going to be working online so I could regain my freedom to travel the world, to help my family, and to meet this beautiful community that I have met and have. This has been my family. For 6 years, I have lived and grown here. I love it, every minute of it. Thank you, Krista.
Thank you, Pam. Okay, Jose, your turn.
Good morning, everyone. So good to be here this morning. Um, is there something else out there? You know, what I was thinking of when I first heard this question was we are being bombarded online with opportunities. And I'm not saying that some of them they're all bad or that they're all good. You have to investigate. You have to ask questions. You have to take your time to really dig in and find out more about these different businesses. Now, for myself, at the time, just like Pam, I was praying for something to be able to be more available, I'll say, um, to be able to be more available. At the time, we were looking after people in our own home that needed help. And as I saw their health deteriorating, and these were not my parents, these were friends. I wanted to be there for them, but I couldn't because I had a job and I couldn't be replaced. We were short staff all the time, working on call, working weekends, working holidays, blah blah blah. Everybody knows all about that. If you have a job, at the
Mhm.
time I had my job, I was looking after these people, and I also did some community work. So talk about the rat race, right? Always trying to stay ahead of the bills and whatnot. So when I saw an ad on my news feed, I thought I had nothing to lose. Again, investigate. So I did, and same thing here. This lady said that she had been able to retire within 2 years of her management job, and I just wanted to replace my income. So investigated. I loved everything I saw. I watched a presentation 4 times. I
Yeah.
again, just so that I could really understand the details. And so working online has given me the opportunity to be able to uh, just for sure a lot of personal development, which is one of the areas that I maybe need the most, but I love it. I love it. Continuing to learn. I love that. And I love to meet people. So, working in the healthcare field for 35 years, I've switched to an online business that is doing the same thing, looking after people and helping others do, uh, to be able to reach their goals and dreams. And so, yeah, investigate, ask questions, and come and join us. Thank you.
That's great. Thank you, Jose. That's great. Okay, Janice, your turn.
Well, when in my younger days, when my husband and I were working, and all of a sudden, you're not going to believe this, we had 5 daughters. It just happened. You may think, well, it doesn't happen all of a sudden, right? But it did for us. Anyhow, of course, the money was always tight, always tight. My husband, he went out and he had his little side job that he would do. He'd go out and he'd do painting and wallpapering and all of that sort of thing for people. And I would be home watching the kids. And then I went back to school and I was able to get a job working in a law firm. But I always had in my mind, this is not enough for me. I want to be doing something for me, something I can help other people do the same. So I knew other people felt they had that stuck feeling. So I started investigating around and I did various things. I did other sorts of things where you did home parties. Well, that really wasn't for me because then I had to leave the kids and go out, and they were young at the time. So life progresses, and then I managed to, they're all adults now, of course, and I have grandkids, but I still want to be able to do the best for them because family is everything, right? So just like some of these other folks here, we found something online and we were able to create our own side hustle from that, where we get all sorts of mentoring from other people, from our community. We have an amazing online system where we can learn and we learn from each other. I think that's one of the things that is the best. We get to learn from one another.
Yeah.
And with that, I'm thinking, why not you? Because I'm sure you know how to use social media as well. So come and join us. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you, Janice. That was great. Okay, Tina. Last but not least.
Hi. Check, check, check. I agree with everything the ladies have said. But you know what? For me, I'm just going to give my point of view. I got to the point where I had looked at it 3 different times and I had to just trust my intuition. I felt unfulfilled and I knew that it was a sign that I was meant for more. A lot of successful people start by following that inner voice, like they break free from the norm, right? And willing to try new opportunities. And that's why platforms like ours exist, to help everybody step into the next level of their potential. So yeah, I love it here. It's great. Thanks, Krista. Thanks, ladies.
Thanks you, Tina. Well, we are supposed to keep growing and learning throughout our lives. So there are times where we have learned all we can where we are and need to move on to something else. We have all experienced this in our lives. You feel bored and restless and just need something different. This is the universe's way of saying it is time for you to move on. Now, whether we listen or not is another story, right? I would say a lot of people don't because we become comfortable and don't want to rock the boat, so to speak. Well, I'm here to tell you it's time to get rocking. If you are watching this, it is not by accident. The universe puts in front of you what you need. Well, I hope you enjoyed our discussion today. Now it is time for you to make a decision. Are you going to listen? If so, send us off a message. Take care and have a wonderful day, everyone.